Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar here with bocce and how the rules work, since this game is being played inside a gym and indoor bocce, the rules are a little bit different from outdoor. The court is set up as 12 feet by 60 feet with a 10-foot line, 30-foot line, and 50-feet line that establish the boundaries. We're starting off here with the coin flip. The winner of the coin flip will get to throw the Polina first, which is known as the small ball, which is the goal of getting the red and green bocce balls as close to possible as the Polina. The winning team also gets to decide their color, so it looks like McDevitt wins and they choose red.
The Colonials go green, the Lancers choose red.
So there's two teams, and each team has 4 players. All throws are required to be underhand and below the waist, and is set up to where each team can one team can receive somewhere between 1 and 4 points per frame. They split the teams up so where 4 players go on each side, so we'll be playing against the same 4 players from each team. The starting 4 for the Colonials on this side include Larry McLaughlin, Sam Matthews, Jose Rudig, and Lupita Rudig. While on the other side for McDevitt, with the first throw is going to be Christina Cantries throwing the Polina. That ball rolls all the way to the back, and it will be a rethrow for her. There is a play area, which the ball can only sit between the 10-foot line and the 50-foot line, and has to stay a foot's length away from the PVC pipe outside. Now, compared to outside bocce, the balls here in indoor bocce definitely roll a lot more. The slightest too much bit on each throw will definitely overthrow it, but that was a great throw there by the captain, Christine. And here comes McLaughlin for the Colonials. Slight roll. Looks like that ball will sit the closest and become the new in ball. The in ball is the colored bocce ball that sits the closest to the Polina. Now here for McDevitt is Sean Hart. He rolls it. Definitely a lot of force there on that one. It rolls past the Colonials ball, keeping McLaughlin's ball as the in ball.
Green is in, red roll. Ball number 3 for the Lancers.
Now it continues to be that team's ball until they're the in ball, so because the Colonials ball was the closest, it's going to stay McDevitt's throw until the Colonials until they get the closer ball. There is a good throw there by Sean Connolly. Or correction, William Schuger.
And we have our first measurement of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's introduce our officiating crew. We have Mr. Brian Gregg, our lead official, and Mr. Steve Slack.
They're measuring there, the referees, Mr. Slack and Mr. Gregg, to see which ball is the closest. It looks like Red's was the closer, so it will be Green's ball. And here comes Captain Sam Matthews with the roll for the Colonials. A slow roller here, but it continues to roll. And it comes up just a little bit short.
Red remains in. Green roll. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Lupita!
Fellow captain. Oh.
That looks good. That's gonna get there. Turn, ball. Turn.
I think that ball had just enough power on it, but fell off to the left a little bit. And here comes Jose Rudig.
Here comes Jose for the Green's final roll at the frame.
That ball had a lot of force on it, and it rolls past to the back wall. So that's Red's ball, but they still have one leftover throw here to see if they can pick up a second point.
Will it get past the green ball for a second point? That ball's got to go. It's got to go.
Ooh, and that throw there was by Hannah Kuttner.
First frame, the Lancers take a 1-0 lead.
That was a good start there by McDevitt, picking up the inaugural point. William Schugler is going back to the other side due to the fact that McDevitt only has 7 players.
The Lancers with control of the perimeter.
Here's Thomas Kelly rolling the Polina here for McDevitt.
Great roll by Captain Tom Kelly.
Follows up with his red bocce ball. Slow roller here that dies just a little bit short of midcourt and the 30-foot line. Very good throw there, giving McDevitt possession of the in ball. Here's junior Devin Skiles now for the Colonials. An excellent roll there, just coming up here a little bit past the 30-foot line. As the gym erupts, you saw in warm-ups, plenty of throws were rolling past the Polina, but looks like they finally got their adjustments here. The perfect amount of power there for Skiles. Now it's McDevitt's roll. Here's Sean Hart with the roll. It's a good roll there, but it looks like it's just a little bit too heavy. It was a great roll there by Skiles, so it looked like Hart was just trying to knock Skiles' ball out of the way, take possession of the in ball for McDevitt. That throw looks like it's just going to come up here a little bit too short. Here's William Sugar here with the last throw for McDevitt. That has a lot of force behind it, and it cannot knock the Colonials' ball out of the way, opening up an opportunity for the Colonials to pick up multiple points here and take the lead. Golden opportunity here for the Colonials early to rack up a lead. It's throw by Bella McNew. It's rolling off to the left side. Great throw there. Really far off to the left side. Here comes Clara Schatz here, looking to put the Colonials ahead. This throw right down here by the middle of the court. Just rolls a little bit past the Polina here. Wonder how they're going to rule this. Might have to break out the tape measurers here. Now for the final throw of this round.
And Lizzie fouls her final throw to ensure that her team keeps some points. Good strategy.
Just throws the ball away here to make sure the Colonials can pick up some points.
It looks like the Colonials have at least one. We're checking on the other two.
The ball is measured from the outside of the green bocce ball to the middle of the Polina, and they rule that the Colonials will pick up 2 points here and take the 2-1 lead.
For the first Polina roll for the Colonials.
This is McLaughlin rolling the Polina. It's coming a little bit close to the PVC pipe, but in that case scenario where it is really close, you just move the Polina out a foot length.
Now our officials will move it 1 foot away from the piping, and the Polina is now in play.
If they just left the ball there on the PVC pipe, it would be too easy for players to just roll it along the side. That's why that rule was created. Comes McLaughlin. Slow roller coming off to the left side just to follow up the Polina. It's an excellent throw there. Staying in here within a few feet. Gives a little shoulder shrug after a great throw like that. Comes McDevitt again with a throw. This is Hannah Kuttner leading it all for them. That ball's looking good up here along the left side. Looks like it's just going to sneak a little bit past the ball to the left side. Will still be a McDevitt ball. It's Captain Tom Kelly. That ball sits there, rides the wall the whole time, and comes right next to the yellow ball, just a little bit short of it. Giving McDevitt possession of the in ball and a Colonials roll. Here's Captain Sam Matthews. That's a hard bouncing ball. Looks like she's knocking. Oh, and she successfully knocks in McDevitt ball out of the way. Gives the Colonials possession of one in ball, possibly two. What a throw there by the captain, the senior captain, who's also the captain of the soccer team. Here comes Sean Hart with the throw. There's a hard roll looking to knock Matthews' balls out of the way, which he succeeds at. It's a great throw stopping Colonials from possibly receiving 2 points. But looks like they're still going to say that the Colonials were the in ball and is still going to be a McDevitt throw. There's Christine Contes with that roll and just a little bit too much. Now that the Colonials have possession of the in ball with still 2 balls left to roll in this round.
What are they going to do? Will they fault it or will they look to add a couple more points?
See, the predicament that you have to face here is if you're the Colonials is if you're going to risk trying to pick up 1 or 2 more points with these free throws or just fault it intentionally to not risk the balls that you already won. There's Lupita Rudig looking to pick up more points, which it comes very close to doing, and I think she just put a little bit too much behind it. The Colonials will maintain their 1 in ball.
Here comes Jose for the Flames' final throw.
It looks like Jose is just going to fault it and give the Colonials their 1 point.
For the Colonials. 3-3. The Colonials take a 3-1 advantage.
Colonials take the 3-1 lead after only 3 rounds. So the game ends until when a team reaches 16 points or 30 minutes has surpassed. So only 12.5 minutes have surpassed to this point.
Each game is 30 minutes long or up to 16 points. If 30 minutes comes up, we take the team with the highest score.
Here comes Devin Skiles rolling down the Polina. Just throws it a little bit past the 30-foot line. The Polina stays on the mid-court logo. Devin Skiles with an excellent roll in her first attempt. Rolls another one that's right on line with the Polina. It looks like it's going to have just enough power to. Another amazing throw there by Skiles, the junior. Great start to her bocce career. Here comes Hannah Kuttner with her throw. Looks like that one's just on line 2.
Good set now. Hit it.
That one just misses the Polina and Skiles' ball a little bit off to the left.
Second
Overthrowing. It's going to be McDevitt's throw again. Sean Connolly with the roll. That one looks on line 2. Just a little bit off the left. Not a bad amount of power there, but that throw was just off left.
Ready. Throw number 3.
Meaning that it's still McDevitt's throw. Another solid throw here by McDevitt here, but all these solid throws cannot beat best Skiles' great throw. Leading to McDevitt's 4th consecutive throw this round. It's the final throw here for McDevitt, while the Colonials still have their 4 left. William Schluger here on the throw again. Another slow roller, and looks like that one's just going to fall off to the left short. Now this is an interesting spot here for the Colonials as they still have 4 balls left. They can really blow this game open here. There's only 1 point on the board, so I definitely think it's worth risking here to try to pick up some more points. There's a great throw there by McNew. It looks like a little bit off to the right. There's a perfect amount of power, giving the Colonials control of 2 balls now in this round. Schatz' second throw of the game. That one's off left a little bit. But a great amount of power. And looks like that one's going to give the Colonials another point as they take the 3-0 lead here in this round. It's interesting what they're going to do here. Although they only got 3 points this round, looks like they're going to go and try to take a 4th. Ball's a little bit of speed on it. Looks like it has just a little bit too much of speed there, but I believe from up here that the Colonials will pick up 3 more points this round, and yes, they do. Now the Colonials have won 3 straight rounds after losing the first round 1-0. Take the 6-1 lead after only 4 rounds. Colonials really coming on strong here after losing the first round. Still 13 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the game clock as Sam Matthews, the senior captain, throws it against the wall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Polina must be between the 30-foot and 50-foot marker.
She shorts it there, causing a rethrow here for the Colonials, Sam Matthews. She has to get it past that midcourt line, which she fails to do again.
Right. That's 2. If she fails to get the Polina in the 3rd attempt or answers, we take control of the Polina. That looks like a good
And that one's getting across the midcourt line there for the Colonials. Say it's going to sit there right around 40 feet.
Polina's in play. Sam Matthews.
Notice here, just like the last round here with McLaughlin's Polina throw, they tried to get it up along that left barrier. Matthews does the same. And she hits the Polina she just threw.
She knocks the Polina a little further and
A good throw there by Matthews, starting it off. This is definitely the furthest throw we've seen so far. I mean, all the throws were sitting there near the midcourt line, staying inside the logo. This Polina coming up here on 50 feet. William Schluger here.
that pace looks good right there.
Looks like he has a good amount of power on it, and that will beat Sam Matthews' throw. Great throw there by Schugler.
Red is in, green, throw number 2.
That was going to be a hard throw for anyone to beat due to how deep into the zone it was, but that was a great throw there by McDevitt. Clara Schatz hopes to replicate that blast throw by there, McDevitt.
That's good, no balls. That's going, that's getting there. Will it be tight enough?
That ball's
What a throw.
very good throw, but it just looks like it's not going to beat Schugler.
Red remains in.
Still a Colonials possession.
Green roll, number 3.
Definitely saw Jose practicing this in warm-ups today of throwing the hard ball to knock another ball out of the path. See if he'll do that. That ball doesn't look like it has a ton of force behind it. Looks like he's not going to move McDevitt out of the way.
It's got a couple more.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is some display.
It's a great throw there by the Colonials. They have, similar to what we saw last round with Skiles' great throw to start it. There's a great throw by McDevitt there to start the round. The Colonials have struggled to beat it.
What a throw by Red.
It's 3 good throws, but they can't beat the 1 great throw. Looks like McLaughlin throws with a ton of force and moves McDevitt out of the way and gives Colonials the possession of 2 in balls. Great throw there by senior Larry McLaughlin. There's Captain Tom Kelly here trying to get their possession back. Still got 2 more balls left after this one.
That's good baseball right there.
Looks like he had a great amount of power, but he did miss it just a little bit left. The Colonials will retain at least 1 of those points.
For their third throw of the frame. Prime. Looks like we
It's
have
the final throw here by Sean Hart, and they call fault as he stepped over the line, resulting in a dead ball.
the Lancers with their 4th.
Now here comes Kristen Cantrez. That roll looks online, but does it have enough behind it?
That looks good.
And it just looks a little bit short to the right. Looks like the Colonials are going to pick up at least 1 more point here. Bringing out the tape measure here to see if the Colonials received more than 1 point.
We're seeing if it's 1 or 2 for green. Suspense, you can feel it.
Oh, looks like they're only going to rule 1 point there for the Colonials. But that is 4 straight frame wins there for the Colonials. So they really came on strong after losing 1 point in the first. And they take the 7-1 lead.
In control of the Polina is Bella McNew.
Comes junior Bella McNew rolling the Polina. Throws this one straight away. Past the 30-foot line. Coming up just a little bit short of the 40-foot line, looking at about a 38-foot throw. Bella gets started here and throws another ball right on line with her Polina, but just not enough force there on that effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just doesn't happen. This is practice.
Senior Tom Kelly here for McDevitt again. That ball does not look like it will have enough at all, as it just barely gets past the half-court line.
In red, throw number 2.
So it'll be McDevitt's throw again. There's Michael Haynes. Oh, and what a throw there by Haynes. Leave them up here. It's going to give McDevitt possession of the in ball and turn it over to a Colonials throw. Here's Devin Skiles, who's had 2 exceptional throws today, hoping to continue her streak. So there's only 7 minutes left on the clock. Came from the side there, and a great approach to that shot here. She replicates McNew's throw. Gives McNew's throw just a little bump and moves them closer, but cannot move them any closer to the Polina than McDevitt. So it's a retained Colonials possession. to Captain Clara Schatz.
Wow.
That throw with a great amount of power. Looks like it's just going to be a little bit too much off right and a little bit too much power.
Green is in. Red throw.
Looks like they're going to give that point to Colonials. Now, it's a very different angle on the court than it is up here, but from up here, that is interesting. Ooh, and that throw there by Sean Connolly misses everything. As McDevitt, one last shot over here to Hannah Kuttner, hoping to end their 4 straight frame losing streak. Hannah played that throw about a foot behind the line, which was interesting. Looks like that was the right approach for her as she puts that within a foot of the Polina. Great throw there by Hannah Kuttner.
There's one more throw. Red is in. Green for their final
It's like the Colonials have their final throw here by Lizzie Davini, hoping to keep their frame winning streak. Throws the ball right up the middle with a solid amount of force, and it hits off of Colonial balls, but they split. Now McDevitt's picking up at least 1 point here, potentially 2, as they bring out the measuring tape.
We're getting a measurement on ball number 2. Looks like the Lancers have secured at least 1. The Lancers pick up 1 point.
And there's 1 point there for McDevitt. And that breaks the streak of 4 straight frame wins there by the Colonials. Though there's under 5 minutes left in the round. So if McDevitt wants to do something, they'll likely need a big round here. They've won 2 separate rounds, but have only gained 1 point in each of those rounds. While the Colonials have picked up an average of almost 2 points per round that they won. Looks like that Polina throw here by McDevitt, just a little bit too much. Just throw by Sean Hart.
That looks like a good roll right there, folks. Settle in.
That throw gets just a little bit past the 40-foot line, right along the PVC wall, as the referee, Mr. Gregg, takes a foot length away from it. Make sure to keep his foot back there to prevent any other faults. That throw is right there, just a little bit offline to the left, and it rolls all the way back to the back PVC line. McLaughlin has been solid all day. Looks like that throw does not have a ton of power behind it, but it can definitely give the Colonials possession of the in ball. That ball sits right there on the 40-foot line. Another solid throw here by Schugler. It's looking like it's off left a little bit, just a tad bit short.
Just a little short. Looks like green remains in. Red. Roll number 3. Here comes Kirsten Sanchez.
Solid throw here by Kirsten Cantrez, but looks like it's just going to be a little bit off to the left.
Green remains in. Red for their final throw.
Here's McDevitt's final throw of the round. Here the throw by Hannah Kuttner. This throw stays along here along the wall.
Trying to
Looks like it's breaking back towards the middle of the court. And rolls past the Paulina, and it looks like it's still going to be a Colonials point.
All right, what are the Colonials going to do with 1 point in?
Now the Colonials have a 5-point lead, and there's only a minute left in the game. It's be interesting how they play this. Captain Sam Matthews throws a slow roller along the right side of the PVC, and looks like that's going to give the Colonials possession of 2 points. Great throw there by Matthews, just keeping it within inches of the Paulina. Here's Lupita Ruddick here. Fourth throw of the day. And that ball is just going to get there a little bit past the McDevitt ball to give the Colonials possession of 3 points now. Jose with his fourth throw of the day. Colonials already have possession of 3 points. He's not going to waste any ball here, as it looks like he throws one right along the right side of the PVC. Just a little bit too much on it, but the Colonials still pick up 3 points. Here, as both sides head back to their benches, looks like this is going to be the start of round 2. So Colonials picked up a 10-3 victory there in the first round. Look to keep their momentum going into the second round. The previous frame, the Colonials were able to pick up 3 points. Really hope to keep that going for the Colonials. Try to pick up a first frame victory unlike last round. I think it was just a little bit of first frame jitters there for the Colonials, and they've settled in very well after that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set to start round 2 for frame 1. The Colonials will roll.
Starting it off for the Colonials here, throwing the Paulina. It's going to be Clara Schatz. Throws a bouncing ball. Looks like that one's just going to come a little bit short of the midline. Great a fault. Force her to rethrow this one. That throw there, a lot more strength behind it. Looks like it's going to sit there right next to the 40-foot marker. As Clara Schatz starts it off. Looks like that throw is just a little bit off right compared to her last throw. It's still a perfect amount of power. Keeps her right in line with her Paulina throw. Here comes Tom Kelly throwing now for McDevitt. That throw bounces up here among the left PVC. And it's going to come very close, and great throw there by Captain Tom Kelly. Looks like they're going to give that to him. The red is the no in ball. Give me a Colonials throw. Lizzie Davini. Looks like that ball is going towards the left PVC pipe. That's going to just get right behind Tom Kelly's ball. Right in line with the Paulina, but just a little bit off left. Here's Devin Skiles. Definitely had one of the most success here for the Colonials up until this point. She misses off left here. A little bit short.
Coming up a little bit short. Green for their final roll. Here it comes. Bella trying to sneak it inside.
Tough position here for Bella McNew as she does not put enough behind that ball. That ball barely gets past midcourt. Creates an opportunity for McDevitt to pick up multiple points here and get off to a great first frame start. Comes Hannah Kuttner. Notice she plays back from the front, from the throwing line a little bit. Although she will become short of the midcourt line here for this throw.
Red remains in. 2 remaining throws for the Lancers.
Red has possession of 1 in ball to this point. Here comes Sean Hart throwing. That ball with a lot of force behind it. And it hits the Paulina.
Sean Hart, what a play!
Looks like it'll still be the McDevitt possession. It was a very risky approach there.
What a shot.
He hit the Paulina and knocked it out from in between 3 Colonials balls.
Sanchez for the final throw of the frame.
And that front foot is behind the line.
And
That front foot was across the line, and they do call the foul. Saw it up here first.
But the Lancers win frame 1 with a score of 1-0.
Looks like McDevitt's going to pick up the early lead here in this possession. Again, getting the first frame win, 1-0.
All right, with the win in frame 1, the Lancers control the Polina.
Comes William Schugler throwing the Paulina. This ball crosses by midcourt.
Right in the middle, perfect spot. Here comes Bill Schweber, roll number 1.
Schugler looks to follow up his Paulina throw.
Get their ball.
Looks like he's off right just a little bit and short too.
All right, strong first
Not a bad throw, but not the best throw here.
Here comes
Definitely
the
gives
machine
McLaughlin
gun.
and the Colonials an opportunity to take possession of the in ball here. There's a solid roll. Just a little bit short, but definitely in line with that Paulina. That'll be a close one.
Red remains
Looks like they're going to say that Reds is still closer than Greens. Captain Sam Matthews lines up another throw.
visualizing the course of the ball.
Starts her throw off from the right PVC. Throws it back towards the middle. Looks like that's going to be way left here. The Paulina. Too much force behind it too.
Red remains
That's what makes it so hard here for the indoor bocce, is just the precision that's needed. I mean, there's that throw by Sam Matthews. It looked like it had just enough power on it, but turned out to be way heavy.
the focus, the strategy.
Lupita Rudig there.
That's a good
Looks like she's going to get the in ball there for the Colonials. Looks like it was the opposite throw there of Matthews, where it looked like it was going to be short at first, but just continued to roll. These indoor bocce balls are gel filled. This throw by Kelly looking like that one's going to be heavy. And it just misses the Paulina. Keeping the Colonials as the end ball.
game remains in. Red throw. Let's give it up for Mick
Mick Haynes here for the Archbishop McDevitt. That throw is coming off the left, bouncing off the left PVC.
Turn ball, come on back. That's great speed on that throw.
Had a great amount of speed, but just
Green remains
missed it left just a little bit too much.
for the frame for red.
The last throw here by Sean Connolly. Looking to try to pick up a point here for McDevitt. There's a good ball. Right up the middle. And that's going to give possession of the in ball to McDevitt. Great throw there by Sean Connolly. Now here comes Jose Rudig with the opportunity to try to give the Colonials a point. And that ball is going to be heavy, just a little bit to the left.
Good toss, good toss.
As McDevitt starts
Official result,
round
1
two,
point
2-0.
for the Lancers. After 2 frames, the Lancers hold a 2-0 lead.
And Colonials look to
Let's
string a
watch
comeback
first.
just like last
Now,
round.
what's going to happen next?
Here comes Hannah Kuttner starting it off for McDevitt. That throw is going to become short of a midline or a fault throw.
Coming for Hannah.
And a rethrow. This ball does not have that much behind it either, as it goes towards the left wall and just squeaks behind the midcourt line.
Handing it off for Braille.
Kuttner looks to follow up her first throw. Rolls this one right here among the left side of the PVC. There's a great throw there. Just keeping it pressed amongst the Paulina. Great throw there by Hannah Kuttner. Comes Devin Skiles. Definitely been leading the charge here for this team, for the Colonials. So cheers are on. Plenty of friends and family supporting here in the crowd. And she knocks the McDevitt ball, but still cannot get on the inside. McDevitt maintains the in ball. So McNew throwing from the left side. And she tries to knock the McDevitt ball out of the way, which she succeeds in doing. Gives Colonials possession of the in ball. Great throw there by McNew. You can't tell that it's her first game out here. Now here's William Schugler trying to follow up. That ball just gets on the logo and is going to be short. It'll be another McDevitt throw. This time here by Sean Hart.
Here comes Sean, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a hand.
That ball's hard amongst the left side. Oh, and he knocks the Paulina. And looks like he's going to give possession to McDevitt. Then we've seen 2 straight possessions here where McDevitt has been able to knock a Colonial ball out of the way.
Even thought of that as an option. But for Sean, that comes natural.
We've seen Sean Hart and Sean Connolly for McDevitt, both moving balls out of the way. There's Clara Schatz, her foot very close to that line, throws one straight away. Ooh, and it just squeaks out to the right of the Paulina.
And Lizzie with the final throw of the frame for green.
Lizzie Devaney, one last chance for the Colonials. That ball is just off to the left a little bit, knocks McDevitt ball. I think it looks like McDevitt's going to get the point there.
Green is in.
Oh, and they're going to say green is in. Very interesting. That might need to get measured. Anytime a captain can request a measurement in the official bocce rules. Let's throw by Kristen Cantries. Looks like that's not going to be it. And they are bringing out the tape measure. I believe that looks like this is going to be another McDevitt point. It's very close. I mean, they're both right there on the outside of the logo. It could be very close and go either way. Looks like they are going to give it to McDevitt point as they come up and pick up 3 straight one-ball victories to start this round, 3-0. Just under 18 minutes left in this round. This throw here by Sean Connolly, just a little bit short of that
Attempt number 2.
50-foot line, or 30-foot line, creating a rethrow. Looks like this ball right there in the middle of the court.
Good toss. Colonials in play.
Sits there on the logo of the Colonials.
And here come the Lancers.
Connolly throws this one. Joe looks like it's going to be just a little bit off to the right side and rolling pretty heavy pass.
Red is in. Here comes green. Larry McLaughlin.
Red is the end ball, but it looks like that will not last for very long with McLaughlin. He's been on point all day today. Looks like that throw there is no difference. So that throw is just peeling off to the left a little bit too much effort, the strength behind it. Not the greatest throw of his day, but still gives Colonials possession of the end ball. There's Mick Haynes. This throw is looking like a great throw here. Just getting past the midcourt line. Keeping it within a couple feet of that Paulina. Great throw there by Mick Haynes. Captain Sam Matthews looking to top that. A slow roller. It looks like that's on line to split the two. Looks like she does split the Paulina ball and the McDevitt ball. It's still going to be the Colonials roll. And here comes Lupido. That ball is a slow bouncer. Looks like it's peeling off to the left and just a little bit too much power behind it too. Red still has the end ball. Jose looking to snap the 3-frame losing streak for the Colonials. As we're just past the halfway mark on time here in this second round. Looks like Jose is going to be heavy to the left. It's like 4 throws there for the Colonials. We're all heavy. So McDevitt looks here to finally rack up multiple points in a round here for the first time. There's a slow roller. Looking like it's peeling off to the right a little bit. Great throw. That looks like it's going to give McDevitt their second point of this frame. That ball looks like it's going to be just a little bit off to the left and hits another McDevitt ball and sits. McDevitt now has possession of 3 balls. Great round there for McDevitt, giving them the 6-0 lead on this round. Colonials are shut out after 4 frames this round. Really need a chance to turn it around. Try to gain some momentum back. There's still 14 minutes left in this round, so it's plenty of time for a comeback.
Here comes Captain Kirsten Cantrez, the pro of Paulina, to start off round 5.
McDevitt Captain Cantrez here. Rolls one. Leaning a little bit towards the left side. It scoots past the midcourt line.
It's red goal.
Cantrez will have the first roll of the 5th round. That throw looks like it's just going to be a tad bit right and roll pretty far past the Paulina here. She was almost able to hit the Paulina, but just missed a tad right. Here's Devin Skiles looking to get back in a rhythm from the first round. Looks like she hasn't had the same coming out of the break. That throw is right there on line. Great amount of power, and she hits the Paulina in the middle of the court. What a spectacular throw there by Skiles, the junior.
I think it goes crazy.
Here's Sean Hart. Looks like that throw is just going to be a little bit too much to the right, and it's going to roll all the way back in the opposing serving box.
In.
Not a terrible throw, just missed it just a couple inches right. Comes William Schugler.
Are we going to snug it in there, or are we going to blast it out of there?
That throw looks like it's going to go a little bit off to the left and join the other two McDevitt balls in the back serving box.
Fourth and final throw for the Lancers.
Final throw here is coming up for Tom Kelly. And that ball is heavy, looking to just knock Skiles' ball, but no, he does hit Skiles' ball, but cannot knock it back. I mean, this is a golden opportunity for the Colonials to pick up possibly 4 points, as McDevitt has 4 balls in the back serving box. I don't know about that strategy there by Captain Tom Kelly. I think if he should have just intended to put one near the Paulina and just try to get one ball close, so the Colonials couldn't get a four-point round here. I mean, McDevitt was up 6 points, so, losing 1 or 2 points in this round really wouldn't have killed him. The Colonials definitely with the chance to pick up a lot of points here. This throw here, another solid throw by Clara Schatz. Bounces off Bella McNew's throw. Looks like the Colonials can get possession of 3 balls here. And this throw here by Lizzie DeVinny. And it looks like the Colonials will have the first 4-point round of the game.
Official results from head official.
And they will rule it as a 4-point round for the Colonials. That brings them right back into it for this round. After losing the first 4 rounds of the frame. First 4 frames of this round are able to pick up a 4-point frame. Cuts the McDevitt lead down to 2. Here comes Lupita Rubio with the Paulina roll, and looks like that one's going to come a little bit short of the midcourt line. Going to create a fault.
That looks good.
With way more behind it. Rolls that one past the 40 line, coming up on 50 feet. Looks like that'll be about a 45-foot roll there. Definitely longer than many of the other rounds we've experienced today. Just throws a hard ball right towards the middle. Looks like that one's just going to miss a little bit left, though. Go all the way to the back PVC.
Red to start frame 6.
We've definitely seen a lot of the rounds here where the Paulina was just around the midcourt line, so it's definitely going to be a tough adjustment for these athletes throwing it back to the left, but not for Sean Connolly as he throws a beautiful ball. Great performance by Connolly up until this point in the game. Here comes McLaughlin for the Colonials. He throws a soft roller to the left. Looks like that'll carry on. Keeping it in line with the Paulina. And that looks like that'll be the Colonial. Oh, that is a close one. It's like ref Mr. Gregg he's bringing the measuring tape out mid-round. Jeez, that is a close one. The line judge, ref Mr. Slack, comes over to judge it too.
These guys are professionals.
Looks like they're going to say that it's Red's turn. Great throw there by McLaughlin, giving possession of the Colonials. Possession of the in-ball. This throw here by Mick Haynes, just off to the right a little bit. I think that one's going to be short. McHane's spectacular throw last round.
Hannah Cutner stepping to the line.
Here comes Hannah. Her throw is looking on right on line with the Paulina.
That ball looks good.
That one's going to be close.
Look at that ball. Look at that
And
ball.
looks like she got just enough on it. And she is right there with the Paulina.
Continues to deliver. Red is in, green roll.
So that will be the Colonials throw. Sam Matthews, the senior captain.
Oh, she's looking
There's a hard throw. She looks to knock Hannah's ball out.
Ooh, all right, there's one.
Does not come up empty, but
Red. Waiting for the official. Red remains in. Green's final roll.
final roll of the sixth frame here for the Colonials coming from Jose Rubio. Jose with a good throw. Looks like that's just going to be a little bit too much to the left, though. As McDevitt's going to get one final throw here. Already possession of one in ball.
One roll left, one ball in scoring position.
Here comes William Schiegler again. That ball looks like it's just a little bit off right. Still going to give McDevitt 1 point on the round. Gains one of the 4 points back that it lost last round.
The Lancers take one in frame number 6. .5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. The Lancers.
Although Archbishop McDevitt is 5-1 in rounds to this point, they've only got 3 extra points in the Colonials. A lot of their rounds, they've won 4 different rounds where they've only won 1-0. They've won another round with only 3 points, while the Colonials' one win was a 4-point round, which really is keeping them alive in this round.
All right, attempt number 2.
Here's Tom Kelly, the captain, after faulting his first throw.
That looks good. That's going to get there.
That ball is just going to get past the midcourt line
Kicking off round number 7.
to the right side of the PBC. It's a slow roller here to the right side.
What a strong roll to start the frame.
Very accurate throw here. Only keeping it within a foot, roughly a foot. Here's Devin Skiles for the Colonials again. Devin Skiles been on point all day. It's like this throw is just going to start left and never really breaks back to the right.
All right, it's a good roll. It's a good roll. Red remains in. Green.
It's still a Colonials throw. Here's junior Bella McNew. Like that slow roller is really keeping on line with Paulina. And that is going to be a very close judgment. Looks like that'll pick up for the Colonials. Just going to be the McDevitt's turn to roll. Great throw there by McNew. Here comes Hannah Cutner after an exceptional throw last round. Switching sides. Another good throw here, looking like it's online. Ooh. She just gets inside of McNew's throw, but threw it just a wee bit too heavy.
Let's give it up for Sean.
McDevitt still has 2 throws left this round along with the Colonials. And that throw by Sean Hart just going to be a little bit too heavy to the left.
Green remains in. Here comes red. Kirsten for her final roll in the frame.
Comes Captain Kirsten Cantry. He's looking to tie up this round or give McDevitt possession of the in ball. And that was an exceptional throw, and it bounces off her own McDevitt ball. That's going to be close.
All right, Clara with shot number 3.
Clara Schatz, captain. The throw just a little bit short along the right side of the PVC. So many good throws this round surrounding the Polina. There's Lizzie Davini, and that throw is just going to be a little bit too heavy off to the right. They're going to grant 1 point to the Colonials here. Cut the lead down, McDevitt's lead down 7-5.
All right, heading into our final round.
This will likely be the last round of this, last frame of this round due to the fact that there's only minute 30 left. McLaughlin rolls the Polina right there in the center of the court past the midcourt line. Just a little bit short of 40 feet. Throw there right along the middle. Keep it in line with this Polina throw. Looks like McLaughlin's got his own personal cheering section in the crowd. Senior Tom Kelly throwing for McDevitt again. Keeping that one in line at the center of the court. Looks like he's just going to be a little bit right. McLaughlin's throw and even further right of the Polina. William Schugler here. Rolling for McDevitt. That throw looks like it's just a little bit off to the left. It's going to be a close measurement, but from up here, my opinion, it looks like it'll be still Colonials. Comes Mac Haynes again for the McDevitt. Looks like that throw starts right, but is looking like it's breaking left. Just a little bit short of the mid-court line. The Colonials have possession of the in-ball. So McDevitt still has 1 ball left while the Colonials have 3. Looks like they have a chance to tie it up or potentially even win this round. Looks like the clock has stopped at 52.3 seconds. No explanation for that one. Great throw there by Sean Connolly. Just a little bit too much behind it. Falls off to the left. Just requires such precision and accuracy for all of these throws here. Make sure you don't overthrow it. Sam Matthews here with an opportunity to tie it. She starts from the left side. Rolls it back towards the middle of the court, and it was an amazing throw there by the captain. Looks like that's going to tie things up here. The Colonials still have 2 throws left this round. Lupita Rubio looking to give the Colonials the win. So that slow roller right there along the middle of the court. It's just going to come up short. Sits there near the midcourt line. Here's Jose Rubio. Got plenty of supports here by Coach Kenny, Coach Zirin. Oh, and he hits Lupita's ball and rolls it towards the Polina. Oh, but it looks like he just hit it a little bit too hard. Might have been some premature celebrations here from the crowd. Colonials at least tied. Hopefully got the win here of the frame and the round. This is definitely a close one here. Oh, and the Colonials will still pick up 2 points. Tie it up 7-7. Looks like it's 7-7 after 8 frames here in the second round.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, no points awarded for that round. That means we are going into round number 3. Round number 3, Colonials hold the 1-0 lead.
Looks like the official ruling here is going to be no points, so the Colonials are still up 1-0.
So if the Lancers win this round, the whole round here, we will do one 10-minute overtime round. If the Colonials win, the Colonials win the match. This is a regular 30-minute round here.
All right, so McDevitt needs this win this round here to stay alive and force overtime. Lizzie Devaney here with the Polina throw for the Colonials. Looks like she comes up a little bit short in midcourt for her first throw. So this throw is a lot more behind it. Rolls it past the 40-foot line. Creates a deep setup. Looks like that throw is just going to have a little bit too much on it. It is the end ball, but do not expect that to last for very long. Especially with McDevitt captain Kirsten Canty's throwing. So that throw is right on line here with the Polina. Gets it past the 40-foot line. Giving the ball back to Devin Skiles and the Colonials to throw. It's been on point all throughout this game. Looks to keep her hot streak going.
The release low to the ground. That's a pure roll right there.
That throw is just going to be a little bit too much to the left. Good amount of power, but too far left. It's going to be Bella McNew's throw now. She starts all the way on the right side, looks to throw it back towards the middle, left side. She hits the McDevitt ball and knocks the McDevitt ball closer. Not a bad throw, just very unlucky there for the Colonials. Comes Clara. Last roll here for the Colonials for this frame. That ball is looking like it's just going to come up short. Now, McDevitt still's got 3 throws left this round. Can do a lot of damage with that. Ooh. That throw there by Sean Hart. A lot of behind it. It's off the back PVC. Hannah Kuttner, a strong performance from her to this point. Another solid roll, keeping it in line. Just skirts to the left of the Colonial ball. And that very well could give them possession of 2 end balls. Colonials have really struggled in the first frame to this point. Great throw there by Schugler. It's going to give McDevitt 2 points there, potentially 3. Curious to see the rolling here. They're giving 3 points to McDevitt. That is a great start to their round. The Colonials continue to struggle in the first frame. So here's Sean Connolly starting off rolling the Polina. Comes up
All right, second attempt.
pretty short of the mid-court
On
line,
frame 2 of
giving him a rethrow. And this throw,
get there, folks.
not a lot on it, but it does skirt past the mid-court line, roughly 35 feet.
All right, Sean, start us off here. First roll for the Lancers.
It's Connolly throwing his bocce ball now.
Solid.
A good throw here, looking like a little bit right, a little bit too much power, but it's a solid start to the round. It's now McLaughlin and the Colonials throw. So that throw's looking like it's just going to be a little bit off to the left, but a very good amount of power, keeping it very close.
All right, Larry, start us in here.
As it'll go back to McDevitt for another throw. This time here by Mac Haynes.
All right, Nick. Roll number 2 for the Lancers. Oh, yeah.
So this throw's bouncing here off the right PVC.
Oh, yes.
Looks like it's going to have a great amount of power. Great throw there by Haynes. Banks it off the right PVC.
Red is in.
Now it'll be Sam Matthews and the Colonials throw.
Samantha Matthews.
It's like this throw. Looks like she's trying to knock Haynes' ball out of the way, and which she succeeds in doing. Now the Colonials own 2 of the in balls. Great throw there by Matthews.
So confident. 3 is in. Red roll.
Captain Tom Kelly. This throw, not much on it. Good amount of speed, but it looks like it falls off to the right at the end.
Red roll. 4th and final roll for red.
Last throw of the frame here for Hannah Kuttner and Archbishop McDevitt.
A blocker in front creates a little problem here.
It's a tough throw here for her to make due to the fact that there's a Colonial ball in front and behind the Paulina. Maybe just try to get one close. Maybe only let the Colonials pick up 1 point this round. Her foot is on that line.
Oh, and we have a foot foul on Hannah. That ball will be out of play.
Hannah's played a great game to this point, but makes the mental error there on that throw.
Here comes Rubio.
It was going to be a tough throw for her to begin with, but the Colonials, looks like they have possession of 2 in balls, but still 2 balls left to throw this round. Just throw a bouncer towards the right side. Looks like that'll split 2 McDevitt balls. And here comes Jose Rubio with the last chance here for the Colonials to rack up a 3rd point. And he'll just take the fault there, give the Colonials multiple points. Not a bad decision there. It's definitely a weird spot to begin with. Just take the 2 points and move on. Here in the 3rd, moving on to the 3rd frame, Colonials got 2, McDevitt's got 3. It's like Devin Skiles leading the way for the Colonials to this point, rolling the Paulina. This roll is going to cross the midcourt line. Skiles looks to keep her hot streak going. This roll right here in line with the Paulina, but nope, it looks like it's going to fall off to the left a little bit. I mean, the ideal amount of power there, but throw was just a little bit off left. like this throw is going to be a little bit off to the right, and it's going to be heavy and roll past. It'll be another McDevitt throw.
Green remains in. Red, roll.
Now rolling for McDevitt is going to be Sean Hart.
All right, Sean. Bless
This
that
throw
green.
is very fast up along the left side and knocks out the
Good
green
roll,
ball
Sean.
of PW, but rolls all the way to the
Green
back.
remains in.
Going to be another
Red,
McDevitt
throw,
throw.
roll. Here comes Billy Schlegler.
Schugler throw starts off in the middle, but starts going a little bit towards the left.
Roll ball.
And looks like that'll be an in ball. Yep, and it will be the Colonials roll. It's Junior Bella McNew. This roll starts towards the middle too, and it's starting to go to the left.
Will it go?
Looks like it just needs, oh.
All right.
It was a good throw on line, but just happened to hit
For the third.
the ball Schugler recently threw, giving McDevitt better positioning. Colonials, including this throw, will still have 2 balls left in this round, compared to McDevitt's 1. This throw here by Clara is just a little bit off to the left. He's going to roll to the back. Last chance here for the Colonials, here for Lizzie Davini. She starts all the way on the right. Rolls one back towards the middle. Looks like it's going to need a little bit more power. That's a solid throw. Looks like that's going to just roll a little bit too much. It's Red's final roll. I'll probably bring out the measuring tapes after this. Final roll of round 3 here. And that throw is short. So they will measure here. Depending on how this could go, the Colonials could either take the lead or fall back 2 points. Looks like they're going to give the point to the Colonials as they tie it up 3-3 after 3 rounds. A little bit over 12 minutes here has passed so far in round 3. Again, the Colonials need. If the Colonials win this round, the match is over. But if McDevitt can win this round, we're going to go into a 10-minute overtime. There's a solid throw there by Jose Rubio. Right there in the center of the court. It's like this throw is just peeling a little bit off to the left and is going to roll to the far back left. Not a bad throw, just a little bit too much on it. The McDevitt throw here. It's going to be Sean Connolly.
Good roll, Sean. Settle.
And that ball is going to hit the Polina. It's going to give McDevitt possession of the end ball. Definitely an opportunity for the Colonials to top that here with Lupita Rubio.
Coach Searing, always providing support and enthusiasm for his crew.
This throw right here along the middle of the court. Looks like that's just going to have a little bit too much on it as it skirts past to the right of the Polina. It's the second throw of the Colonials this round that rolls back into the opposite serve box. It's McLaughlin. It's like he learns from his past teammates' mistakes and puts a lot less on this one. It's going to be the closest ball to the point.
Red with their second roll coming up.
Here comes Mac Haynes again.
McHaines, here it comes. To the line.
Last throw, he banked it off the right wall and had a great amount of power, which gave him the in ball. Looks like this one's going to be off right too, but it's got a great amount of power on it. That one's going to be close, but yeah, I do believe the Colonials have the closer one there. It's going to be William Schugler's throw here. He starts on the right and throws this with a ton of force towards the McLaughlin's ball. Hits the back wall. A solid approach here, but he just failed to execute. Here comes Hannah Kuttner with one last opportunity here to give McDevitt the lead, break the tie. And she hits the Paulina. Great throw. I mean, she just turned this from Colonials 1 point to McDevitt potentially two or 3 point round. Really turning the tide. Sam Matthews with the roller up the middle. It continues on. Great throw there by Matthews. Oh, and it looks like it'll be a McDevitt point, but it's like Matthews have prevented a 2 or 3 point round.
After the fourth frame of Lancers leading 4-3.
Just past 15 minutes to this point in the game.
Lancers looking to tie up the overall match. Colonials currently hold a 1-0 lead.
McDevitt does move ahead 4-3 in round 3. So here's Thomas Kelly with the opening Paulina throw. Looks like that ball is just going to be an inch or two short of the mid-throw line. And that throw across the midcourt line.
Frame number 5 coming up. Tom Kelly, first throw. Looks pretty good. That's going to get in there. All right, red is in. Red is in. Green throw. Lizzie DeVinny starting off for the Colonials. That's a good throw, Lizzie. Good pace.
There's a great throw there by DeVinny for the Colonials, just putting that within a foot of the Paulina. It's going to be McDevitt's roll again. Coming up is Sean Hart. This throw with plenty of force, and that's going to just skirt a little bit left. Rolls all the way back to the back wall.
Green remains in. Red throw. Red throw.
It's Captain Kirsten Cantries. That throw's going to be a little bit far to the left. McDevitt's going to have their last throw of this round, as the Colonials still have 3 left.
Well, the lead is never safe when Hannah has the ball.
This throw here by Kuttner looking like it's going to be online. And it hits the Paulina, but it doesn't do much after that. Just moves it closer to the Colonials.
All right, Colonials, 3 balls remaining. Loading up in scoring position. It's Captain Claire Schatz.
Gals looking to keep our momentum going. Starts to throw from the left side, moves it back towards the middle.
Throw ball. That ball's got to keep rolling if it wants to score.
Looks like that ball is just gonna be a little bit too
All right,
short.
fourth and final throw. We got Bella McNew. Looking for another point. Will it get there?
So there's under 10 minutes left in this round. Looks like the Colonials pick up a big round here.
What a throw. Bella McNew settling in close.
It's gonna be at least 2. Yep.
Super green.
Gives the Colonials the 5-4 lead after 5
The
rounds.
Colonials take a 5-4 lead with a big 2-point round. 9:20 left to go. It's back and forth. The machine with the cleanup. That ball might have to go a little bit. Looks like he's
It's McLaughlin's Polina roll right along the left PVC.
balls in play. Let's see if it's cleared the width. Head official Craig says we're ready to go. Larry McLaughlin using the little bump and run technique that Coach Williams taught him. Wow, Coach Williams, bocce genius, settles it in. Larry McLaughlin delivers. All right, Sean, leading off for the Lancers.
Not a bad throw there by Sean Connolly, but it was just a great throw by McLaughlin. It's going to be hard to beat.
Red, throw number 2. Mick Haynes. All right.
McKay's throw here goes off to the right.
Roll number 3.
Comes William Schluger.
Here comes the blast. Shot blast to green.
There's a hard throw there, and he tries to knock McLaughlin's throw out of the way, but
That's a good thought.
cannot.
Execution, unlucky, just not enough. Last throw coming for the Lancers here.
Last throw here by Tom Kelly. I mean, if I'm him, you know, the 3 balls there all the way back on the other side. Just want to put one close here to prevent a 3 or 4 point round by the Colonials. And looks like Tom Kelly can do this and more as he takes.
Oh, there it is, right there.
It's like he can take over.
Captain Tom Kelly puts the Lancers
Great throw
in
there.
control. But the Colonials still have 3 rolls left.
The Colonials still have 3 more chances to beat him.
Going for the bump.
It's like Sam's just trying to knock Kelly's throw out of the way, but misses right.
Just misses. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Lupita.
Could have used that PVC to the left as a backboard. Here's Lupita Rubio. It's like that throw is going to be on line just a little bit to the right, and there's just going to be just a little bit too much on it.
Good roll. Fourth and final roll. All right, Jose, here we go.
Here's Jose with one last chance to keep the Colonials lead. And there's a beautiful throw right along the right sideline, and he's going to pick up the Colonials at least 1 point here. Puts the Colonials, stretches their lead out to 6-4. Great throw there by Jose.
Going into the 7th frame, the Colonials hold a 6-4 lead. You can't ask for better competition than this.
6-4 after 6 rounds.
Go ball.
Is coming on and
Go ball.
coming up on 5 minutes left on the round. As that throw is going to sit there in the midcourt line. Nope, looks like they're going to rethrow it.
All right, here it goes. That ball's traveling. We're going to get a little distance control work.
That was another one of those throws that goes past 40 feet.
6-4 Colonials. 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go.
Here's Bella starting her throw from the right corner. Moves it over to the left.
She likes it. She likes it.
There's a great throw there by McNew. Rolls just a little bit past the Polina, but with one of those rounds here where the Polina goes past 40 feet, that is a good throw.
Starting off for the Lancers, we have Captain Kirsten Canchez.
As Cantrez throws one right up the middle. That ball looks good. Just a little bit too much behind it, off to the left.
Green remains in red. Second roll. Janaury to the line.
And looks like we're going to have a nearly identical throw here, just a little bit too heavy to the left. This throw goes all the way back to the back wall.
Third throw.
Hannah Kuttner again. This one rolls right up the middle. So if that can sit, it'll beat McNew's throw. It's going to be a close one. I think McNew's throw is going to be closer. I think Colonials are going to keep the in ball. Yep. That's what it looks like. Williams Schlegler here for the last throw for McDevitt in this frame. Looks like this throw looks off to the right here. Looks like it's breaking to the right.
Let's see if we can get there.
That throw had a solid amount of power on it, but just broke way too right. Now the Colonials already have a 2-point lead this round. There's still 3 throws left. It's a great throw there by Davini right up the middle. Looks like that's breaking off to the left just a little bit. See if it can make contact with the Archbishop. Oh, nope.
Third shot, Claire Schatz. Here she comes.
Here comes Clara Schatz. This throw looks like this is fading off to the left too. Sits almost right there next to Davini's ball. Now, if you're a Colonials fan here, there was no one else I'd rather have up right now. Skiles has been on point all throughout today. So this throw starts from the right side, breaking towards the middle.
Good pace. Good pace on that ball. Let's see if it settles.
There we go. Model consistency right there. Sits near the Polina. Gonna give the Colonials. Bringing out the measuring tapes. I definitely see this becoming 2 points here for the Colonials. Yep. 2 points for the Colonials as they take the 8-4 lead here after 7 frames. Pick up 3 straight frame victories.
Ladies and gentlemen, under 2 minutes, that is the game. The Colonials win this game 8-4.
And looks like that'll be it as the Colonials pick up the 2-0 victory.
What a tremendous first game here. Thanks to Bishop McDevitt and the coaching staff for a wonderful game and traveling down here. Thank you to our officials, Mr. Gregg and Mr. Slack. Congratulations to both teams on a well-played game. Please drive safely, and if you are
Well, we had a great game here from start to finish. You know, all the rounds were close here outside of the first round. First round, the Colonials handily won 10-3 after winning 4 straight frames, which was really the difference maker over in that first round. Then in the second round, the Colonials got off to a really slow start, losing 4 straight, but were able to fire back with a 4-point round and wins in the last 3 of the last 4 frames, which gave them a round 2 tie. And finally, in the third round, the Colonials got off to a slow start again, going down 3-0. And then they were finally able to win 5 of their last 6 frames in the third round, 7 out of their last 9 in total, and pick up the win. So it's the first game of the Colonial season. They go up 1-0. Thank you all that have joined here, and thank you for our producers, Mr. McWilliams, Mr. Peeler, our camera people, Clancy Lynch, Eddie Elias. Thank you all that watched. Have a great night.